Okay, hello, I'm Miss Winters. I'm back on. I'm just going to wait for a few minutes. Hello, I'm going to wait for a few minutes. Sorry, the other live went frozen, so I'm just going to wait for a few minutes. Please use the live chat for me, please. I see that Tyree had used it, so I know that it's working, okay? So if someone else could at least use it, say hello or send an appropriate emoji so I can ensure that that's working as well, please do so. Okay. So again, if the others aren't on here yet, tell them they can rejoin. I post the link on Google Classroom. So I'll go ahead and I'll start over. Okay, so again, I hope that everyone is safe and healthy at home. Hey, Jasmine, thank you so much. Okay, it's working. All right. So moving forward, okay, again, number one, the outline should be completed in pencil. Okay, as aforementioned, you should have completed that on your own. After you complete the outline, go ahead and create a key, either highlighting and labeling it or underlining or developing some type of key that shows me that you have all the components of an essay. Okay, so that's what you need to do in regards to that revision piece, as well as I'll go ahead after this actual live and I'll post a punctuation, a proofreading worksheet to better you all with your editing. Again, if you're coming on, my apologies. The other live, Tyree told me I was frozen, so I went ahead and uploaded a different one so we can ensure that. Okay, so make sure that you go ahead and perform your revisions completely. If you do not perform your revisions completely, okay, meaning you're not highlighting and labeling your actual rough draft outline, it's not written in pencil, you do not have a key, you will suffer deductions, okay? And I don't want for that to happen, so please do so. All right. Any questions on that piece? Oh, and please ensure that you take a photo, okay, that is readable, okay, or take photos, I should say, or actually take you can scan. There are different applications that where you can have like a free scanner on your phone application. You can go ahead and actually scan the outline and upload those documents attached on Google Classroom as requested. All right. Any questions on that piece? That's a great question, Jasmine. What if you don't have a highlighter? Okay, that's fine. You do not have to have a highlighter. You can go ahead and develop your own key. Maybe you'll do one line is being straight or squiggly or asterisk. That's fine, but you can develop your own key. That's fine. Great question. Any other questions? Again, if you are joining this, welcome back. Okay. To the others, please let them know that I had to actually reboot this. Tyree was kind enough to let me know that I was frozen. I received that piece. Okay, so moving forward, excuse me, to the actual project. All right. One moment, please. I have it up. Hey, Gabrielle. So I'll go back over for people who are rejoining us. The two assignments that I went over basically was the outline, okay? So basically the outline, you have to ensure that it's completed, and then you have to ensure that you go back and revise the outline as we've done with Lily Love School's essay at the beginning of the school year, ensuring that you have all the components labeled, ensuring that you're highlighting each component a different color as we typically do. If you don't have a highlighter, you can go ahead and use asterisks or squiggly lines or straight lines. Just develop some type of key so you can identify, so I can ensure that you're able to identify the components of what is supposed to be within an essay on your outline. Secondly, after the outline, you should actually take photos that are readable, okay? Or scan copies of the actual outline, okay, to ensure that I'm able to review it and add those attachments onto the assignment. Remember, it's worth 200 points. So one is for actually writing the outline, the rough draft, and then the second portion is for actually revising it. Okay. The second piece is to actually create the final draft. Okay. The final draft has to be typed, of course, in 12-point font, Times New Roman, okay, and it's written in MLA style. I have provided a template for you to write on. Please ensure that you double space, use 12-point font, as well as Times New Roman font, okay? And basically what you are to do is to take that outline and put it in essay form, okay? So that means minus the Roman numerals and the letters and all that other extra stuff, okay? The outline was just being used to actually help us better organize our sentences. Okay, so be sure to do that. And once you're finished with the final draft, you'll hit submit. Ensure that before you hit submit that it is in MLA style. And you also have a works cited page where you have those two sources that we reviewed, okay, which were the Beyond Vietnam speech, as well as a letter from the Birmingham jail, okay? Those need to be cited on your works cited page, okay? And then you'll go ahead and turn that in. Any questions about the outline or the final draft? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move forward to the actual project. Bear with me, please. Go on Google Classroom. Okay, so Enrique's journey Prezi presentation. Excuse me. All right, select one of the following themes below, okay? You can either choose 1, family and abandonment, 2, perseverance and survival, 3, compassion and faith, 4, humanization and dehumanization, or 5, immigration. Okay, so choose one of those items right now. Thank you so much, Jasmine. Thank you. I appreciate your diligence. You're always on top of the game. Okay, and also, Gabrielle, let me know if you understood the outline and the final draft requirements in the comment section. Okay, so choose one of those themes. Okay, after you have chosen one of those themes, okay, you're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna explain what you need to incorporate within your Prezi presentation. Now, to actually create a Prezi presentation, go to www.prezi.com in order to create it, okay? Or you can try a different platform called eMaze, okay? And eMaze is basically, okay, one moment, please. I'm so sorry. I'm on live with my students. Okay. No, you're fine. I was just letting you know. You're fine. I'm doing fine. How are you? I'm good. That's good. All right. My apologies. Okay. So, yes. So Prezi.com or emaze.com, that would be amazing. Okay. We do not want to use Google Slides. Okay. We're not trying to do that. Okay. If you need assistance with how to use Prezi, they have tutorial videos, so I can assist you. Okay. So we're trying to use platforms other than Google Slides, a more engaging platform. Okay. I know, Gabrielle, that was an interesting interruption. All right. So back to the assignment. All right. So discover and explain 5 symbols that connect with your selected theme. Okay. So we're talking about a symbol in accordance to Google. It stands for something else, especially a material object representing something abstract. So, for example, the American flag is an actual symbol. Okay, it symbolizes freedom, independence. If you look at the actual stars, they symbolize the actual 50 states. Okay, so basically what I need for you to do is to, as you go through the book, find 5 different symbols, okay, and explain how they connect to your selected theme. Does anyone have any questions or comments about that? Okay, so I'm going to move forward. Discover and explain the characterization of 3 characters, okay? So when we're talking about characterization, we're talking about it could be physical attributes such as what they look like, what's their age, okay? Or you could talk about his or her culture, or you could talk about maybe their internal character, okay? Are they genuinely polite? Are they reckless? Okay. So basically, you're just going through and looking at pinpointing 3 different characters and explaining the characterization of them. Okay. Any questions about that? All right. Moving forward, you are to cite and incorporate 3 quotes per character that highlight the theme. Okay. So basically, you can go back. Let's say that I decide to choose Enrique, Lourdes, and Maria. Okay. I'm going to go and cite, make sure that this is correct. Okay. I'm going to go and cite 3 quotes for each of them that support the characterization that I wrote down within the presentation. Okay. Are there any questions upon that? All right. Then you're going to provide a summary of the novel. Okay. You all know how to create the gist. Okay. So you'll add a summary, basically highlighting the key points of what occurred within the novel. Okay. You should not be writing this in first person. You should be writing the summary in third person. All right. Next, write down 10 social issues that pertain to your theme. Okay. So this one is a little chunky. So when we're talking about a social issue, we're talking about problems. Hey, Sam. Hey. Oh, absolutely. You can go to the bathroom. Let's go around. I'm timing you. All right. You have 10 minutes. Okay. Thanks for asking. All right. But no worries. I'll re-upload this. Okay. So basically, a social issue is an issue or a problem within society. For example, social issues could be abortion is a problem at times for society, okay? Drug use or abuse, homelessness, okay? These are social issues. We have plenty of social issues. Right now, this pandemic is a social issue, okay? So, excuse me, what you're going to do is you're going to actually write down 10 social issues that pertain to your theme. So, for example, I may talk about, maybe I chose immigration, okay? And I'll list down social issues of immigration. I could talk about, I could talk about like maybe the immigration problems within the school system. I could talk about immigration issues within immigrants having to work under the table jobs. That's a social issue. Okay, so it just all depends. Okay, it's free game. Okay, all right. However, for each social issue, you need to provide a solution for each. Okay, so for example, maybe for immigration, a solution in regards to for example, I know there was an education disconnect for some migrants who actually they sent their kids to school, but there was a disconnect within the language barriers. That was a social issue. Okay, so my solution towards that is that teachers actually become trained on different languages, or the school system could invest in actual devices that would help translate important information during like teachers' lectures or actual town hall meetings. That way, that problem within migration can be resolved. Okay, because sometimes individuals come to this country and they come with their language, but they haven't learned other languages yet. At the same time, their children still deserve an education and we need to ensure that they are well informed. So that could be a solution, okay? And then I would just go ahead and go down the list and perform the same thing. What would be a solution, okay? It's just your own personal solution. There's no right or wrong. I'm not grading you on that. And additionally, after you have provided different solutions, I want for you to, in accordance to the directions, okay, research and cite one piece of information for each social issue that supports your solution, okay? So I'm going to go and see basically where has this idea popped up or occurred yet, okay, or what do others have to say about my idea, okay, whether they're criticizing it or agreeing with it. All right? Any questions on that part? Right? So social issues, okay? You need 10 social issues. Each social issue, you have to add a personal solution, okay? And then last but not least, you have to find research that supports your actual solution, okay? Or even if it doesn't support it, if they mention it or they criticize it, that's fine. But you found research that pertains to the solution that you've offered, okay? So make sure that you are saving these sources because you're going to have to cite them within your presentation. Otherwise, that's called what? Starts with a P, plagiarism, all right? Any questions on that part? Moving forward, okay? You are to add research to your assigned Central or South American country, okay? Discuss its culture, religion, food, politics, education, flags, state symbols, animals, and 5 interesting facts about the selected country, okay? So let me go back to give an example. For example, if I look here on the document sheet, which is underneath for third quarter resources. One moment, please. All right. One moment. Okay. So I noticed that Gabrielle, and I had Gabriel on this document. My apologies, Gabrielle. She chose Puerto Rico. Okay. So basically, within that the same presentation, Gabrielle is going to offer. Gabrielle is going to offer all of that information. Okay. How she does it, whether she's going to add pictures or GIFs or videos, or I don't know how she's going to do it, but as long as she has those items, she'll be okay in reference to Puerto Rico. All right. Additionally, excuse me. Additionally, I mentioned that if you actually take the time out to cook a recipe or a dish, okay, this is just something extra. All you have to do is record yourself doing it. Explain the recipe while you're doing it. Show us the product, okay? If you even want to go as far as showing your family or your friends or whoever you're in the house with eating it and getting their opinion on it, that's fine. But just go all out, and I will give you a classwork pass, okay? So that means a classwork pass in reference to either maybe you did poorly on an assignment and you want to replace that particular grade, okay? Or maybe you earned a 0. You didn't do an assignment, okay? I'll go ahead and I'll be amiable, okay? And I'll waive that grade, okay? Or let's say maybe all of your assignments, you have A's and everything's quite, it's perfect anyway. You'll go ahead and you'll be able to take that classwork pass and apply it to future classwork assignments this quarter or next quarter if there is an additional quarter. Okay. One moment, please. Make sure I covered everything. Yes. Oh, okay. And your homework this week, excuse me. Okay. Your homework this week is No Red Ink, Commonly Confused Words, part 1. Okay. It's very simple. All you have to do is get on No Red Ink and complete the assignment on homonyms. Okay. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Around 1, I will be talking with the freshmen, And 2, I'll be talking with the juniors again. So, are there any questions or comments or concerns before I go through? Let me know how I did on here before I leave. Can I get any feedback on any clarifications that I've presented? Good, bad, sad? Any questions? This is your time for your Q&A. I'll just stay on here for 1 minute to address any questions. If I don't hear from anyone in 1 minute, I will go ahead and dismiss myself. As always, you can feel free to email me or call or contact me. How do I feel about? That's a great question. I wish I could answer it, but unfortunately, within my room as an educator, we're not allowed to discuss our opinions on politics or religion. But I just know that honestly, I definitely want what's best for humankind at this point. I want us to be able to survive, and so we can at least go back to our social norms and be able to fellowship as we usually do. I miss getting up in the morning and going through our write up and seeing you all in the morning and ensuring that you all are in uniform and things of that nature. So anything that's beneficial to humankind, Jasmine, that's going to benefit us, I'm all for it. Okay, as long as it's humane. All right. Any questions? I'm about to log off. I'll log off at 12:35. Okay. So you have 2 minutes for any other questions about the assignment. Okay. Is it clear? Can someone please inform me if I'm making sense or if I've made sense here? Everyone should have my hotline number. I'm not going to say it on here because this is a public platform on YouTube and I do not want for my number to go viral. Okay. Okay, I see someone else had joined. Okay. Right now, if you're just joining in, I finished going over all the instructions and I will ensure that this video is uploaded underneath for third quarter resources so you can review it on your own as needed. Okay. In 1 minute, I will be leaving. Okay. Thank you, Jasmine. I need that confirmation. Okay. So I am making sense here. Great. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Gabrielle. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Sometimes I will fret, like, am I going to make life more confusing? Okay. Or clear. So I'm thankful for that. All right. So the time is up. It's 12:35. Again, be safe, wash your hands, practice social distancing, and continue on with your life. All right. Talk to you later. Thank you and have a great day.